Before we get into the video, I would just like to announce that I'm going to be giving away a titanium white fennec at 300 subscribers. So if you want to enter into that giveaway, just make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on bell notifications if you want to. And then lastly, you also have to comment your gamer tag as well as what platform you play on, and then you'll be entered in the giveaway, and I'll be drawing the winner at 300 subscribers. Yo, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be starting off selling our Interstellar for 800 credits. Sorry I haven't been uploading recently, but there isn't much I can do about it. I've had a lot of work and been preparing for a few things. But we're going to be start off by selling our Interstellar for 800 credits, which is pretty good trade because we bought it for definitely less than that because 800 credits is the minimum value. So we're definitely going to be making a lot of profit off of this one trade. And moving on to the next trade, we're actually going to be picking up a kind of weird item. It's going to be a black, I believe, Octane RLCSX, which should be semi-easy to sell, but also a little bit hard just because it is still an RLCS item. But yeah, it should be pretty good. So we're going to be buying that for 1,250 credits, which is not bad at all. We should be able to sell it for around 1,800 credits if we get a little bit lucky, which we should. Because I'm just going to try to swap it for like another item around similar value and try to make like over 600 credits. So we're very happy about that trade right there. And right here we're going to be buying black OEMs for 1,000 credits. I don't suggest you do this anymore because they are getting quite hard to sell. But once again, these trades are all pre-recorded, so I was able to get away with it and actually flip it for 1,200 credits in the trade directly after. But if you're going to buy black OEMs like around the time you're watching this video, I suggest you pay around 800 to 900 instead of 1,000, because I see a lot of people selling them for 1,000 right now and they can get quite hard to sell. But you can still sell them for 1,200 on occasion, but you can also pick them up for 1,000 like very, very easily. So I suggest you go a little bit lower than that and try to buy them for around 800 to 900. So yeah, just because they are getting a little bit harder to sell, but we were able to sell ours for 1,200 credits right there. And right here, we're actually going to be selling all of our non-crate items, except I believe like a non-crate exotic, but most like the tinier non-crate exotic or non-crate items, we're going to be selling all of them for a total of 230 credits. I believe that's 30 for each non-crate import and 20 for the non-crate very rare, which is not bad at all. You can probably get like 40 for the non-crate imports and 30 for the non-crate very rare. But since they were just stacking up in my inventory, I was happy to get rid of them for a total of 230 credits. And moving on, we're going to be buying Lime Dracos for 350 credits, which is pretty good. We're going to be getting 3 painted Dracos in our inventory now, and we bought them all for 350 credits. So we bought the Cobalt for 350, Pink for 350, and now we're adding to our collection with the Lime. So hopefully we can sell these each for around 500 credits. If not, it's totally fine. We should be able to get 450 quite easily with a quick sell and still make 100 credit profit on each. And right here we're going to actually be buying a planted black market, which is the white 20XX. So we're going to be picking it up for 1,200 credits, which is pretty good because at the minimum value it's 1,500. This is another great way to make profit. You can underpay on painted black markets. So I'll try to go into a little bit more detail on that. For white and black painted black markets, you can probably pay 300 to 400 under min depending on it. Like 20XX should be a little bit easier to sell than some other ones, but otherwise try to pay like on a gold explosions can be a little bit harder to try to pay a little bit more under min, and the more expensive the black market actually is, you can underpay by more. So take white mainframe for example, it's like 9,800 min when I'm doing this voiceover. You would pay like 9,300 and make around a 500 credit profit. So I suggest that you guys try that out, and you can always start with smaller black markets and move up. But in that previous trade there, we were just selling a non-crate exotic for 100 credits, which is like the very least you can get for them. You can get a little bit more, like close to like 120. It's hard to get 150 nowadays, but I was happy just to take the 100 and get more credits in our inventory. And right here we're going to be selling our Fennec for 420 credits, which is not bad at all. I believe they are 400 to 500. So selling it for 420 is definitely a decent trade. Unfortunately it's not 450, but selling it for 420 is still very, very good. And for the last trade of the video, we're going to be selling an Anodize for 100 credits, just adding more credits to our inventory. And as you can see, our inventory is actually going growing fairly quickly. We have a ton of credits, a white 20XX, and a few painted Dracos as well, and a Cobalt Halo, and a few other things in there. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, and also subscribe if you want to see future videos like this.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found.